to start today's 5-minute body image conversation that you can apply at home and think about and apply to your individual needs and circumstances. As in all videos, I really want to start off by acknowledging my thin privilege. I do live in a smaller body. I only have my lived experience, and I will never pretend to know your body and your experience better than you do. And so I really want to acknowledge that in every single video. I'm going to start off by reading a little excerpt of this book, which I have not read the whole thing, so I can't really vouch for it. I don't know. I haven't read it through and through, and I have read a few passages, and this is one that I do think is a really great exercise to reflect on. So I'm going to start with this. This is called Imagine That Nothing Changes. So often, we live our lives with the assumption that our bodies, our looks, will change one day, and that when that day comes, we can give ourselves more permission to enjoy life. We say, if only I had, insert your running commentary here. A flatter stomach, bigger boobs, a more delicate nose, straighter hair, then everything in my life would be right. Everything would change. But what if that doesn't happen? So today, this is the journal prompt. Those birdies are so loud. Imagine that nothing changes, that how you look today is how you will look for the rest of your life. Your body stays the same, your hair never grows, your teeth are never bleached, blah, 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 whatever you are, wanting to change about yourself. In your journal, reflect on these questions, or however you would like to reflect. If you were to live out the rest of your life just as you are today, what would you want to make sure you got to do? How would you live if this were it? What would you do differently than you do today? Start living that way now. So I like that prompt. There's a lot to unpack there, and there's a lot to think about in that prompt. But I really like that prompt because it gets you zooming out a bit and asking yourself, what are you searching for through body manipulation, through body hate, through trying to change your body? What are you searching for? What are you hoping that will bring you? How would you live your life differently? Now, a practice I would encourage you to do, and I work through with a lot of clients, is body image exposure therapy. To explain that a little bit, I have people write down a list of all of the things that they're avoiding due to how they feel about their body, all the things that they are putting on hold until they have a certain body. What are those things? Are you not going to the beach? Are you not engaging in social activities? Are you not wanting a relationship? Are you staying in the house, avoiding certain outings? Are you not practicing certain passions or living according to those values that you have? Are you waiting to express yourself through dress? Are you waiting to eat those foods you enjoy? The list can go on and on and on. Now, with those list of things, rate from 1 to 10 how much distress that brings you, how anxious it makes you on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being that it is absolutely terrifying, and 1 being that it makes you a little uncomfortable, but you do it and it doesn't make you too anxious. Next thing to do is to plan out that exposure work by planning out when you are going to do those things now, not later, not in this different ideal body you have in your mind. The reason we do this, and the reason I promote this, is because many think that by avoiding those distressing stimuli, you can actually better your body image and feel better in your body and feel less distressed, when that's actually not the case. You are actually furthering negative body image. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense because every time you don't do those things, you are telling yourself and creating that relationship with yourself and your body that your body's not good enough to do all those things, to live life the way you want to. And then with working with a dietitian and therapist, if you have one, work through those distressing body image experiences, and you'll start to see that although distressing at first and uncomfortable at first, over time, practice helps you to feel more comfortable and accepting of your body in those situations. Now, it's not going to happen after the first time you wear that bathing suit to the beach, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, but you'll start to see with every trip it gets a little bit less uncomfortable and a little bit less uncomfortable. Also, tailor it to you. Get uncomfortable for yourself, but not too uncomfortable, and make a plan and get that support that you need. It doesn't need to look one way or the other. It doesn't need to be black and white. Maybe you're wearing your bathing suit underneath your clothes with intentions of taking off those clothes over your bathing suit at the beach. And then maybe the next time it's taking maybe just one item of clothing off to expose some of your bathing suit. Maybe you're going to a beach that not a lot of people go to. However you want to do it is completely valid. So protect yourself around this, and you know yourself best. With that, I'm going to leave you with a mantra you can use as you cultivate better body image. And this mantra is to be used to, if you can relate to it, to get further away from body hate and start rewiring those negative thoughts about your body image to more neutral thoughts. And that would be, this is my body, this is where I live. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll chat soon.